Huh? Cool. Welcome back on the MDM channel. In this week's episode we will review together, we'll take a look together to a couple of sculptor 3D models companies. And before to start to talking about these great products, I would like to say benvenuti to all the new viewers, because the channel is growing, and I would like to say thanks to the old viewers, the new subscribers, because I need of you guys, so thank you for it. The first company that we are talking about is from France. All the models are sculpted in 28 or 32mm scale, but of course you can easily downscale the model in 20mm scale or in 15mm scale, 8mm scale. It depends about what you need. Talking about these, a lot of people ask me how I downscale my fantasy model for my 20mm scale project. So the first trick is quite easy. Use your good sense, your eyeball, and reduce the scale in proportion of what you need. But of course, it can be precise. So one of the very first options that I offer you is using this miniature scale ruler. It's for free, you can find it on Thingiverse, and you know, it's really useful. Just place it on your printing plate, and you know, with the miniature on the side, you will have a visual reference of the measure of your miniatures. So it's really useful, it's really easy, but sometimes the position of your model or your game terrain could be a little bit strange or you know, complicated to be downscaled, so you will have the second option. In the past months I discovered that for my scale, my favorite scale, that is 20mm scale, I reduced the model to 45% of the original size. And about the game terrain, scattered terrain, I reduce it to the 70%. So in this way you will have something with good proportion between these two parts. But trust me, the best way to find your preferred downscaling system is just trying and play with the miniatures and try to do a couple of printing tests. You will find your, you know, your way without any problem. It's so easy, trust me. By the way, let's back to our review. DECOQUEST made this amazing prison tower, okay, that I a little bit, you know, customized for my use. But before to start talking about the final model, I would like to talk about the file, the printing file. Okay, first of all, Mathieu was so kind, so generous to send me a big folder filled of really cool stuff inside. So I was kind of, you know, difficult to take a decision about what I can print, what not, what is better, what, you know. So I grabbed randomly one folder from the big one, and ta-da! I grabbed the tower, I grabbed another tower. So I sent this file to one of my best friends, that is REDSTONE. REDSTONE is an Italian small independent company that they print and they offer their printing service all over the world. So if you're looking for someone really professional, really you know, affordable as prices, REDSTONE could be your first option. I totally suggest to these guys. First of all, because they are friends, of course, but you know, they're really cool. They have great options, you know, for your models. Especially if you don't have a 3D printer or if you are not comfortable with this kind of technology. So I leave you the link in the box description below. So I sent this file to REDSTONE, and so I asked them to print this tower for me. But during the printing process, they found a few problems that actually forced me to talk with them about this, because of course I have to do a review, but at the same time I don't understand why they was a little bit, you know, worried about this model. in particular this model, because I check all the other files with them from the original folder, from Mathieu, from DECOQUEST, and all the file was absolutely good, absolutely cool. So probably I grabbed the only one with a couple of problems, technical problems, who knows. I'm pretty sure that Mathieu will solve it really soon, maybe with a 2.0 version of the tower. I don't know, but we will see. Anyway, this is a first print that it failed, not for the technical issues, for other reasons. But anyway, as you can see, there is a lot of empty spaces that actually you don't need of. You will use a lot of material, you will use a lot of time for printing this stuff without a real, use. Furthermore, we don't understand why there is no, because it's 3-4 level tower and it's totally playable inside. But honestly, we don't understand why he don't put any gates, removable gates, or doors between these different areas. But the worst thing, it was this part for me, because there is a lot of space, there is no way to have access here, so it's kind of a waste of material and time, printing time. I don't know. There is something that we don't understand about this level, particular level, but the other one, everything is okay. Furthermore, I create this trapdoor here because in this way you can move downstairs in the basement, where I create with XPS foam and polystyrene a sort of underground level. You don't need to do this, but of course it's fun. It's part of the crafting process, So we are crafters, we are 3D printers, we are hobby lovers, and we have our view about our models. So skipping these few small details that I don't like, the entire model is so cool. If I have to be honest with you guys, if the question is, you suggest me to buy this model or not, I would say yes, but consider that you have to work a little bit on this before to have a really cool and useful model, including his interior parts. So it depends about what you're looking for. So now we have to move from France to the United States. This particular piece is printed by one of my best friends from France, Philippe Hims, that I would like to say thank you for sending me this model. He downscaled the model from the original 28-32mm scale to almost 20mm scale. Actually, it's 15mm scale, but it's quite good in the same way for my 20mm scale model. So thank you, Philip, really thank you. Back to the company that they produce, they sculpt these amazing model. We're talking about GAMESCAPE 3D. You will find the link in the box description below about this company. They have one of the coolest range of fantasy terrains that I saw in the last time on the web. As Philip said, there is no complaints at all about the printing of this model. It's made in several parts, as you can see the connections. Is 3 floor, 1, 2, and there is another one downstairs, 3 floor, 4th. There's a lot of different options. I assemble it in this way, but of course you can assemble the trees and the nests in the way that you prefer. Furthermore, GAMESCAPE, they offer you a lot of mega bundles and a lot of different sets for your fantasy games. Oh, furthermore, talking about the Goblin Swamp Fort, that is this model, it's really easy to be downscaled in 20mm or 15mm scales. So it's another good point for them. Okay folks, we are at the end of this week's episode. Thank you for the support watching the video, because without you guys the channel can't grow. So continue to subscribe and you know, cast a magic missile on the like button, leave a comment in the box below, because I really appreciate it. It's really important to have connection with you guys, and I'll see you in the next week with a very special episode before to jump back on the Joe Manganiello Arkansas Tower. So stay tuned, okay? I'll see you in the next. Ciao!